Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Monday, September 13, 2021, and onward we march to the freak show, and we are in the heart of it. Let's talk about that. Right now, stock futures are higher across the board. People, the game remains risk on. A lot of this morning, has to do with crude oil now back over $70 a barrel and going much higher. That's just the way it's going to go. Period. The freaking end. So on the back of that, so we got stock futures higher, crude oil, again, getting a bit higher. You got a stable 10-year yield. The dollar is stronger today. So the Dixie, relative strength of the dollar, is stronger today. And this is putting some pressure on gold and silver. Imagine how surprised I am here. How about no? Cryptocurrencies are also under pressure. But you know what I'm going to tell you? This is the spots to be in. These are the spots to be in longer term. All right. Right now, risk on, like I said in the beginning here, means cash is going to be making its way back into the stock market. Look, all the nonsense, all the garbage, all the rhetoric, all the look here, don't look here with regard to, everything. It's just so twisted. Banks, warnings from major banks, warnings from major investors here. Look, I don't know what these people, like I told you, I don't know what they're even talking about here. With this environment of easy money that is not going to stop from here to eternity, really? We're going to get a big market drop, a crash, a major correction? I guess it could happen. It's possible correction, but we don't even get those anymore. You all know that. And we've been hearing this literally for the longest time, since the beginning of this year. Warning after warning after warning, and record high, record high, record high. The only thing around us here that's crumbling and continues to do so is our economy, okay? And meanwhile, what are we going to get? Another several $trillion in more debt? That's the mechanism here. And it must be instituted. Borrow cash from the future in greater and greater amounts, using any mechanism possible just to sustain where we are. That cannot ever stop. The debt hyperbubble must continue to be fed. And this is the end game of central banks, people. We are watching it unfold right before your eyeballs. So when you see, for example, precious metals falling under pressure, as they have been lately, cryptocurrencies as well, well, you tell me, what do you want to do? You have to realize these are the spots to be in, to bet against the hyperbubble in debt. Yes, it's risk on right now. Risk on will become risk off at one point. I don't know when. I don't even care when. We're just setting ourselves up for the inevitable flip here, and that's going to happen at one point. Like I said, I don't know when that is. I don't think about it. I trade the market I have, and I think about the future, just like you should be doing here. You think this is going to stop? This environment, really? You think the Fed is going to just miraculously stop buying assets? Really? Honestly, it's all dog shit. It's all a distraction. It's all a mechanism to give the Federal Reserve some type of credibility, like they're really watching out for us all. They don't give a damn about skyrocketing inflation, which is about to get monumentally worse. Okay, they don't care. They're going to continue to run their inflation creation machine faster and faster and faster and faster. You know that. And I'm still waiting for one member of the freak show Congress to pull, freaking Yellowstone Powell before a committee and have him explain himself. Won't happen. Again, the Fed is the government. The rest is a distraction, divide and conquer. That's all they're doing to us, people. They are manipulating the minds of men and women, something that has been going on since time immemorial. It won't stop. But that just means that you and I must remain steadfast, okay? being able to see through the charade, the facade, the fakery, the look here's, the propaganda, all of it. That's how we win. You know that. So anyway, let's just put this together real quick. So right now, stock futures are higher across the board, pointing towards a nice gain for the market right at the open here. And a lot of this is crude. You understand that? I know you do. All right? Crude oil, I don't care what anybody else might tell you. All right? This is the lifeblood of the market, the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. It will be propped up. Without crude oil in this environment, look, you could look back and see there was a somewhat of a disconnect between crude oil and the market. But you have to understand about the market is a very fluid thing. And you can't see what used to work even 3 years ago is the same as it is now. It's constantly changing the environment. And this is what makes it so challenging. Okay? So understanding the current environment, and I think you do clearly if you have been following this blog, even for 6 months. And like I said, some of you have been with me for years. Nobody has a better understanding of the market than you. That is the truth. You know the ins and outs and the deep, dark, hideous underbelly of it. You know how it works. The financial system is the most twisted freak show on the face of the earth. And that freak show is being put in place by design to bring about this new system here. It's this whole thing. The scamdemic is part of it. The divide and conquer, the destruction of our economy here. People, we are contracting. Our economy is free falling as a percentage of GDP faster than it ever has in history. You think this is by accident? Really? Nobody should be that stupid that's following this blog. And I know you're not. You're here with me now at this early hour. All right, people, look. So that's the story. You got it covered from every freaking angle. I know you do, because I put you in all the right spots, and I'm going to keep you there. You just don't lose your perspective, okay? And the distractions, yes, they're going to be thrown at you. The nonsense and the garbage, just get it out of your head. That's why I have been so steadfast over all of these years. I have never changed my perspective because I've told you what they would do before they would do it. Like I've explained to people, I know you might think this is kind of like I'm pretending when I say this, but I have the Federal Reserve's playbook. I know what they're doing. I know what they're going to do. And the Federal Reserve, this criminal organization, has things in store for all of us that we must be ready for. So expect the unexpected. All right, with that said, people, love you a lot. Please share the video. Get it out there. I'll see you later.